What's up, family? I want to see if you guys can see this real quick. It's part of the river. It's gonna be my next little fishing spot. I think I'm gonna bring my pole out here later on this evening. See what I catch. If nothing else, I love being by the water. I love being at the water. I'll talk to you guys about something kind of heavy, kind of deep this morning. Stay with me. Family, we have got to grow up. We have to grow up. And part of growing up is coming to the realization you don't know everything. You don't know everything. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. I made a video yesterday, titled it Homegrown Terrorism. And I know many people didn't watch that video because they were like, man, I'm not watching that, man. Just going by the title, just looking at the title. Nah, I'm not interested in that. Because again, they assumed they knew what the topic or the conversation was going to be about. Not understanding that the conversation was about them. It was about them. Somebody asked, how can you be a terrorist when you're not hurting people? How can I be a homegrown terrorist and I don't hurt people? Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal people. I'm going to say that again. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal people. If you're not fulfilling your purpose, you're hurting all of those around you. You're hurting humanity. That may not be your intention, but you're still hurting people. And what I mean, you're not giving the world what you came here to give the world. You're not producing what you came here to produce. And I'm not just talking about a bunch of baby kids. You know what I mean? You're not giving the world what is inside of you to give the world. Therefore, the world is going without. People are hurting because they need what you have. And you're depriving humanity of your gifts. You're hurting people. That may not be your intention, but you are still hurting people. There's something within you that you're supposed to leave behind. There's something within you that you're supposed to give humanity. That's your purpose. And if you're not fulfilling your purpose, and your purpose is not just to get up every day, go to work, come home, clean up, cook, and that's not your purpose. Okay? There's something within you that only you can give. Family, I live in California, earthquake country. And there's something about California that people automatically think of earthquakes. You know what I mean? And how devastating earthquakes can be and how unpredictable earthquakes can be. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Again, I love being out in nature. Nature is a great teacher. If you learn to sit down, shut up, and listen, and watch. And I'm not just talking about be quiet from talking. All the noise up in here. Learn to shut the noise off. Learn to shut off the conversations up here. And just sit in nature and observe. Stay with me. My intention is not to piss people off. My intention is not to trigger people. You know what I mean? My intention is to heal people. That's my intention. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm passionate about. How can I be of service to humanity? How can I help somebody heal? The process is different. So stay with me. The process. My intention is to heal. The process of healing, that hurts. That's scary. What does that got to do with earthquakes? What does that got to do with nature? When I talk to people, and I hear this a lot, when I talk to people, I often trigger them. The things that I say trigger them. Then it pisses them off. You know what I mean? I have a knack of pissing people off. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And then it sets them off. There's a trigger. They get pissed. That piss is a building of energy. And then they get set off. In an earthquake, there's a trigger event. Prior to the earthquake, there's a trigger event. And there's this building of energy. You don't see it, you don't feel it. Once that energy gets to a point to where the earth can no longer contain it, it has to release it. And the process of releasing that energy, that built up energy, is the earthquake. So as the earth is shaking, it's releasing all of the built up energy, all of the built up pressure. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Same thing happens in a volcano. In a volcano, they're dormant. There's nothing going on. Then there's a trigger event. That trigger event starts the process of building up pressure, building up of energy. You start seeing smoke come up. Okay? It's a building of pressure. That's the volcano getting pissed, or the volcano being pissed. It's a building of pressure. Then there's an explosion. Boom! That's the release of all of that built up energy, all of that built up pressure. Stay with me. Same thing happens in humanity. Same thing happens with us. And I talk to so many, especially young women now, women my age, who feel like they're about to have a nervous breakdown. And I'm like, yes, that's good. And they're tripping out. I'm like, I'm happy for you, man. Go in your room, go out in nature, do whatever you do, but try to contain it to the point to where you don't hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Explode, rage, let it go, set it off, because that's a release. You have to release that pressure. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. The problem is, the great majority of us, we don't understand the process. And so we snap on other people. We explode on other people. Stay with me. I'm talking about set it off. The process for growth and development, it's the same as with the earthquake, the same as with a volcano, same as with everything. There's a trigger event. That trigger event starts another process, or leads to the next step, which is the being pissed off, the building of pressure, the building of energy. And when I talk to people and they get mad, man, I triggered them. Now they're mad. And the more I talk to them, the more pissed they get. You know what I mean? And the more pissed they get, boom, they explode. They get set off. After they calm down, after they think about it and process it, they now understand what I was talking about. And they're humbled and they're like, man, I get it. I did it. Same thing with an earthquake. Same thing with a volcano. There's a trigger event. There's the process of building up pressure. Boom, there's an explosion. And then the calm. There's a calm afterwards. Family. Oftentimes we say things to people and they resist it because it goes against everything they believe. It goes against everything they think. And so they're triggered. And the more you talk to them, the more pissed they get. You know what I mean? And they snap. Then they snap. And after they snap, comes the calm, comes the peace, comes the growth and development. They had to release all of the negative energy that was within them. There's nothing wrong with having a nervous breakdown. Having a nervous breakdown is just your mind's way of setting it off. What are you going to do afterwards? What did you learn in that process? Family. Again, we have to get to the point where we stop assuming that we know everything. We have to get to the point where we stop thinking that can't nobody tell us anything and that we can't learn from somebody else. And that's our biggest problem. We think we look at somebody, just like the title of the video yesterday, we look at something or we look at someone, oh, that ain't got nothing for me. That ain't, you know what I mean? That don't apply to me, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and oh, I already know all of that already, and oh, I can't learn anything from that, or oh, you know what I mean? We dismiss people, we dismiss things, we dismiss nature because we ain't nothing there for me to learn from because I'm smarter than nature. Understand the process. Understand the process. People ask me, man, Elijah, how come you don't never give specific answers? Like, do this, do this, do this, and your problems be fixed. That's not what I'm about. That's not what nature's about. That's not what life is about. That's how cults and religions are established. I can't give you specific answers to your specific problems or your specific concerns because I'm talking in generality, because I don't know who all is seeing these videos. I don't pay attention to who's watching what, you know what I mean? I don't pay attention to that stuff. I'll respond to the comments, but I don't track and follow who's following me or who's watching the videos, any of that other stuff, all right? And so I can't give specifics because I don't know your specific situation. Everybody's situation is different. And so for me to give specifics of how to resolve this may not apply to everybody. It's not going to apply to everybody. And it's not the answer for everybody. So if you want specifics, you got to hit me up. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to speak in generalities. I'm going to speak in terms of, hey, you know what? Understand the process. Understand that, hey, you know what? I might need to look into this. I might need to delve off into this. I might need to take some time and get out in nature and understand what the heck is going on with me. You know what I mean? I might need to relook at this. I might need to sit down somewhere and figure some stuff out. I want to trigger you. I want to help the process. I want to begin the process of healing. I'm not saying that I'm going to put my hands on you or I'm going to speak healing into your life or anything of that nature. I'm not saying that, okay? Don't get it twisted. But we have to begin the process of healing. And that's my hopes for these videos. That you begin the process. Happy healing. I love you guys. Peace.